to go back to the totals of energy, environment, forestry, natural and mineral resources. The totals are 765,678,684. Culture, gender, youth, ICT, sports and social services. Recurrent estimates, we have 202,248,627. Development estimates, we have 73,196,364. The total is 275,444,991. Finance, economic planning and revenue management. Recurrent estimates, we have 422,926,649. Development estimates, we have 922,467,168. The total is 1,345,393,817. Page 3 of 3. Agriculture and livestock. Recurrent estimates 412,601,258. Development estimates 469,203,264. The total is 881,804,522. Land, housing and urban development. Recurrent estimates, we have 123,455,278. Development estimates 157,356,414. The total is 280,811,691. In Kitui municipality, we have a total of 85,780,354. In development estimates, we have 178,466,279. The total is 264,246,633. In Mwingi municipality, we have recurrent estimates of 73,086,737. The development estimates, we have 90,686,453. The total is 163,773,190. County Public Service Board. Recurrent estimates, we have 83,299,728. Development estimates, 13,750,000. In totals, we have 97,409,728. County Assembly Service Board, total recurrent estimates, we have 1,107,244,41. The development estimates, 361,257,555. The total is 1,468,501,596. Total funded expenditure. Total funded expenditure. County executive got 800 in the current estimates, 800,921,468, 8,090,000.
It's 8 billion. Take your time. 8 billion, not million.
Thank you. 8,221,468,371. In development estimate on county executive, 6,147,536,374. Total 15,069,400,745. County Assembly 1,107,244,041. In development estimates 361,257,555. In totals, we have 1,468,501,596. Total count budget 10,028,712,411. In development estimates 6,588,079,93,929. Total 16,506,340. The percentage out there is indicated. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would like now to go back where I was checking.
I'll go to conclusion.
I go to conclusion now. Thank you. Into conclusion, Mr. Speaker, the adjustment made above maintains balanced county budget in line with the regulation 31 into bracket C of the PFM County Government Regulation 2015. The budget totals to Kenya shillings 16,337,000,000.
No, come back. Read slowly. It is not 300, it's 537. Take your time. Take your time. Please repeat again.
Okay, the totals are 16,537,506,340, being Kenya shillings 15,069,400,745.
No, 4,000.
4,745.
Take your time, Chair. Do you need to sip a glass of water? Because your mind is in motion. Honorable Musyoka Mpita, please assist our acting chair, Committee of Budget. Thank you, Musyoka Mpita.
Thank you.
That is very kind of you. Musyoka Mpita, are you marching or walking like a soldier? Thank you very much. Let's proceed. Honorable Musyoka and Masako, you want to say something? You want to organize something for the chair?
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, I'm proposing a cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
very cold. It's very cold.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Acting clerk, organize a cup of tea for Honorable Kalek. Once she finishes reading the budget, let a cup of tea be served to her. Thank you very much, Honorable Masako, for that concern. Honorable Chair, please proceed. Switch on your microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, where was I? Here. Let me start again. Yes, with the conclusions. Mr. Speaker, the adjustments made above maintains the balanced county budget in line with Regulation 31 into bracket C of the PFM County Government Regulation 2015. The budget totals to Kenya shillings 16,537,506,340, being Kenya shillings 15 billion, 69 million, 4,745, and Kenya shillings 1 billion 468 501 596 for the county executive and the county assembly budgets, respectively, as contained in the summary of the expenditure by the vote Annex 10. Annex 10. The budget as recommended as a total of Kenya shillings 6 billion 508 793 929 and Kenya shillings 10 billion 28 712 411 for the development and recurrent expenditures, respectively. This represents 39% and 61% for the development and recurrent budgets, respectively. The summary of recommended expenditure by the program for the Kitui County budget estimates for the financial year 2026-2027 therefore appears as contained in Annex 11. Mr. Speaker, the committee therefore requests this House to resolve as follows: that A, the House adopts this report; B, the proposed amendments to the Kitui County budget estimates for the financial year 2026-2027 as contained in this report be adopted, and C, the recommended budget summary in Annex 11 above becomes basis for the appropriation bill. This report was compiled by Mr. Charles Nyaga, the Senior Fiscal Analyst 1, Mr. Mulandi Kavali, First Clerk Assistant, Mr. Winfred Musyuki, Second Clerk Assistant, Ms. Margaret Mudami, Fiscal Analyst 2, and Mr. Alfred Malu, Azad Reporter 1. And when you go to the other page in an extra one, you'll find that all the members of this committee signed in adoption of this report. And now, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I hand over this budget to the House, my request is to the board and the executive and the county assembly, let it work for the best of our Kitui people. And without much ado, I request Honorable Zachias Ivudha Siengo, MCR Vochamato Ward, to second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Acting Chair, Committee of Budget, Honorable Jacqueline Kate Kalenga, Honorable Zachias Ivudha Siengo, member of the committee, and also the member of Vochamato Ward. Please proceed. Thank you. We acknowledge secondment by way of bowing. Thank you. Honorable members, allow me now propose the motion on adoption of the report by the County Budget and Appropriations Committee on consideration of the Kitui County budget estimates for the financial year 2026-2027. Motion moved by the Acting Chairperson, County Budget and Appropriations Committee, Honorable Jacqueline Kate Kalenga, and seconded by a member of the committee, Honorable Zachias Ivudha Siengo, that pursuant to the provisions of Section 131, Subsection 1 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, as read together standing orders number 186, substanding order number 3B, and standing order number 206 of the County Assembly of Kitui, this Assembly hereby adopts the report by the County Budget and Appropriations Committee on consideration of the Kitui County budget estimates for the financial year 2026-2027, laid on the table of the Assembly on Tuesday, 28th July 2026. Now, members, the report of the committee and its annexures is as read by the chair, the acting chair of the committee, and I'll go to the conclusion The adjustments made above maintains a balanced county budget in line with the regulation 31 C of the PFM County Government's Regulations 2015. The budget totals to Kenya shillings 16,537,506,340 shillings, being Kenya shillings 15,069,004,745 shillings and Kenya shillings 1,468,501,596 shillings for county executive and the county assembly budgets respectively, as contained in the summary of expenditure by vote. Annex 10. The budget as recommended has a total of Kenya shillings 6,508,703,929 shillings and the Kenya shillings 10,028,712,411 shillings for development and recurrent expenditures respectively. This represents that 9% and 61% for development and recurrent budgets respectively. The summary of recommended expenditure by program for the Kitui County budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027 therefore appears as contained in Annexure 11. The committee therefore requests this House to resolve as follows: that A, the House adopts this report; B, the proposed amendments to the Kitui County budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027 as contained in this report be adopted; and C, the recommended budget summary in Annex 11 above becomes the basis for appropriation bill. So members, take note that as per the PFM Act, the development is supposed to be, is it 30%? And the current 70%. And you can see the committee has done a good job. Of course, these are product of the negotiation between the county assembly and the county executive. Having that 9% for development is not a mean, it's not a mean budget. It's actually a very good budget for our people. So I want to appreciate you members, even as before I open the floor. I appreciate you because this budget is actually one of the best budgets and it's an extraordinary budget, if I may say so, whereby there was a lot of consultation, a lot of negotiations, and that is what has led us to this step where we are. And I believe the committee has incorporated all the views of the members of the county assembly and also the views of the county executive in coming up with this consolidated budget report. Those members, thank you very much for your patience in this process and thank you for your cooperation. The floor is now open for any input before I put the question. Let me allow Honorable Paul Maluki, member for Kwa Motonga Kidhumla Ward and Speaker's Panel Chair 1. Please, Mheshimiwa Paul, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to comment on the budget estimate as it has been moved by the chairperson, Honorable Kate Kalenga. Mr. Speaker, from the onset, I want to support the submissions as it has been moved, Mr. Speaker. And just say this, Mr. Speaker, there has been a lot of consultations for more than 3 weeks, actually. And when you sat with our governor, you put the interests of Kitui County first. Mr. Speaker, what has been ailing our county more is a bad situation of our roads. And Mr. Speaker, because of you two sitting together with together and agree on this budget, Mr. Speaker, upgrading from 20 kilometers grading to 100 kilometers, Mr. Speaker, is a big plus to our county and to the people of Kitui County in all the 40 wards. I know our 40 wards are not equal in terms of size, but Mr. Speaker, even now, increasing the number of kilometers, opening from 5 to 10 is a plus. Much as we might demand more, from the same, Mr. Speaker, we should be grateful for what has already been done. Mr. Speaker, the money that has been allocated to the Ministry of Roads and Public Works, we want to request Waziri, Engineer Etiko, as he said, and made a commitment during the consultation that we had at Mutomo, that those wards that didn't benefit from the KRB allocation, the 152 million that was utilized last financial year, those wards that didn't benefit should be given the first priority and make sure that they are allocated that money as per the list that was shared. So we want to challenge the chair, Roads, please make sure that equity has been done and fairness has been done to the other wards that didn't benefit, because it's only 2017 that benefited from the from the KRB roads, road maintenance levy fund. And Mr. Speaker, because other members want to contribute,
Okay.
I want to end at that point, and after that, I request you allow me to rush to Nairobi because I have an emergency, and I wanted to just say something in solidarity with other members, so that I can go and be helpful to someone who is really in need. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Paul, for your kind words. Permission granted. Members, let's try to be brief. In fact, I want to give more chance in the afternoon as we deal with the appropriation bill, because today we want to deal with everything, even appropriation. So if I give you a chance, please try to be extremely brief if you have to. Otherwise, it's better we have more time in the afternoon, so that we don't delay the publishing of the appropriation bill, because it is awaiting adoption of this report. So please, members, I plead with you, we limit ourselves to strictly 1 minute, starting with the chair, Committee on Culture. Please proceed, Honorable Mulandi, member for Mutonguni Ward.
Thank you, Speaker, for giving me the chance to add my voice on the document before the House today, this morning. This is our last budget that we have really worked on as assembly in this county. And we are happy that people of Kitui County have won through a budget that is people-centered. And the Speaker, it's worth noting that we have a projection of 1.3 billion on on-source revenue. That's a
Benjamin, Honorable Minority Leader would like to inform you. Would you like to be informed?
is a report.
Okay, please inform him. Honorable Minority Leader, please proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would like to inform my good friend, the MCA for Mutonguni Ward, and my colleague right from Kenyatta University, that this is not the last budget we are considering as a county assembly of Kitui. We are in 2026 to 27. We still have 2027, 2028. The only difference is that the 2027, 2021, we will not implement it, Honorable Speaker. So next year again, we'll be very active in preparing another budget.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. That's a good information. Honorable Benjamin, please proceed.
Thank you,
Are
Speaker.
properly informed?
I stand informed that this is just our last workable budget for us as a county assembly. The Speaker, last year we ended a projection of 1.095 on on-source revenue. There's an increment of about some millions to 1.3. The Speaker, I've also noted that there's an allocation for construction of ECD classes. However, it was noted by the members of this assembly that let's have a thorough public participation on the issue of 5 ECD classes. Let's go back to the people of Kitui. Let them say whether they need the class be done or they need us to stick toward the proposed earlier, Mr. Speaker, sir. I've also noted that there is money allocated for construction, not construction, but recruitment of 4 trainers per every vocational training center across our county. Mr. Speaker, our vocational training centers are understaffed. So having money allocated to have more trainers increased in our vocational training center is a win for our people, Mr. Speaker, sir. Also, to finish on, is the issue that my colleague Maluki has just alluded to about the roads. It's an issue that is funny to our people. So it's a win for our people that we have increment of a huge chunk of kilometers for our roads in the villages. Thank you. I support the motion before the House today.
Thank you, Chair Committee on Culture, Chair Committee of Park, and the member for Kawi Ward and the Minority Whip. Please take the floor.
Honorable Speaker, I don't know whether it's by default or it is by design that the first speaker was Mutonga Kitui West. The second speaker was Kutongune Ward, Honorable Molandi Kitui West, and the third speaker is Monyawa Kawi Ward. I don't know whether by coincidence. Oh, you want to finish with Kitui West, then you go to that.
It is actually by coincidence. I had not got about that.
Honorable Speaker, I want to be very brief on this budget because already we had a negotiation on the budget, and we have come to confirm whether what we negotiated is what has been brought before the House. Honorable Speaker, I want to inform this House that we are very happy today. I want to inform the people of Kitui that we are a very happy House today, having graduated, as it has been said by the earlier speakers, earlier debaters, not speakers, debaters, that the road grading, kilometers have been increased to 100 from 60, 20, and so on and so on. The House has won for the people of Kitui. Secondly, having 10 kilometers of opening is a game changer for our people in Kitui. And as we go out next year to campaign, we'll not be having hard time with our people because we actually will be having good roads. Honorable Speaker, finally, I want to thank the county executive for working round the clock to increase the on-source revenue. The on-source revenue apart from the hospitals has been projected to 1.3 billion, and the hospitals will also add 353 million to the on-source revenue, which gives us 1.7 billion shillings as on-source revenue. Honorable Speaker, I've seen counties bragging on on-source revenue targets, and it is time that Kitui should brag about having achieved 1.7 billion. When Makueni hit 1 billion, they bragged all over in the social media. But it's time for us in Kitui to brag that we are now at 1.7 billion. Like the way Makueni was bragging, saying 1B. And people were shocked, saying, how come that a county can raise 1 billion shillings in terms of on-source revenue? I know that this year, it will be very possible for us to collect even 2 billion shillings. And we're bragging, saying, by the close of our financial year, as the county assembly and the county executive, we have managed to raise the on-source revenue to 2 billion. And getting 2 billion is actually because of a constructive oversight. This on-source revenue cannot be attained unless we members do what we have been doing. We have been going oversight tours, checking what is happening, and we have put those guys on toes. And therefore, the money has now been saved, the money is now being collected, there is little stealing of public funds. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to encourage you that these oversight tours must continue, that this year we can eat 2 billion shillings. I know it is possible. This money in hospitals, we need to put hospitals, the hospitals, MedSups, the hospital minister, the Minister of Health, and the doctors who are doing who are the administrators of our facilities.
Thank you.
So that they can also increase the services that you can have the extra, the 3 billion shillings to have 300 million shillings to achieve
Thank you.
The 2 billion shillings. I submit and I support this budget, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Let me now balance the sides of the House. Let me allow Ranking Member Honorable Bernard to say something, then Honorable Mwange, then Honorable Sami, then I'll come to this other side. Let me balance that. There's no coincidence of Honorable Bernard, the Chair Committee on Health and a Ranking Member. Please proceed, and no, I know you are an expert in budget making, having served in the previous, in the first assembly. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this budget. I have always said in this house that budget is a negotiated process. When there was no negotiation, we were very down on the budget process making. But when negotiation was given room, we are up to the task. Members who have spoken before myself have articulated issues which were contentious, and according to me, they have been addressed. So, Mr. Speaker, I think it is the high time that we support and finish the process. Thank you.
Thank you, member for Mwingi Central Ward and the Chair Committee of Health, Honorable Mwange, our MCA from Sekuru Ward, where I come from, and the Chair Committee on Finance. Please proceed and add your voice on this budget report.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a little flu. That's why you see me covering my nose, because I want to protect you as a house and protect myself. Thank you, Honorable Sila, for pronouncing the word negotiation correctly. It's not a negotiation, it's a negotiation. You're right. You're right on that. Honorable Speaker, let me declare my position from the outset that I stand to support this document, this budget. On the Ministry of Education, Training and Skills Development, Mr. Speaker, there's this thing we are calling Mother Home Craft Center. I'm not opposing it, but I have never seen any. So if anybody has knowledge of a home care craft something, please tell me where it is. I would like to see it. In the Ministry of Public on Roads, Honorable Speaker, as much as light grading may not help us a lot in the counties, in the rural areas, I also take cognizance of the fact that there is a 162 million that has been allocated for road maintenance, box culverts, slabs, and drifts. I think that will cure. In case the light grading doesn't, come in as it doesn't cure the problem, these culverts and the drafts will actually come through for us. So, Honorable Speaker, with much ado, I think I need to say that I support the document. Let's pass it so that our people can continue getting services. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support.
Thank you. Thank you, our Chair, Committee on Finance. Remember, you have a lot of work to do, riding on what Honorable Gabriel said about OSR. Can we try to hit 2 billion? Can you commit? And my office will support your committee so that we push the Minister of Finance to hit 2 billion on OSR. Do you commit, Chair?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I commit to do my very best to make sure that this money is collected, the on-source revenue. I saw Kiambu the other day bragging of 6.B. So 6.5 something. I saw it in the newspapers. It is true, Honorable Munyao, I agree with you. Now we're in the 1 billion club, boys club. So we can still rise it to 2 to 3, even in the next assembly, because all of us are coming anyway in the fourth assembly. Thank you, sir. I commit.
Thank you. Amen. Amen. I'm glad to hear that every member will be re-elected or renominated. That is my prayer for all of us. That's my prayer for all of us. So please put to task the system for finance on that matter of OSR, even as they prepare the finance bill, which will come to this house. Let's look into that matter. And also the county revenue administration bill, which we passed the other day. It needs to be operationalized among other laws which this house has passed. The SAND Act, the FIF, all those laws are meant to help us raise revenue. So, Chair, Committee on Finance, this house will be looking upon you and your committee to assist the government raise 2 billion, which will assist in development projects. Let me allow Chair, Committee of Leod, a member for Kevo Ward, Honorable Sami, to add his voice. After Honorable Sami, I'll give Honorable Rastas Mbuno, then Honorable Katumbe, Honorable Kalamba, Mwamisi, and Cornelius, in that order. In that order. So if I skip your order, please remind me. So Sami, Erastus, Katumbe, Kalamba, Mwamisi, and Cornelius. That's the first lot. If there's anybody else, I'll give them a chance, but please, let's restrict ourselves to 1 minute. Honorable Sami, please proceed. Matters Liud,
Thank you.
are one of the greatest beneficiaries of this budget.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. First is to applaud the Budget Committee for the work they have done. Also, I want to appreciate the Speaker. We have had good time to scrutinize this document, and I know it's a well negotiated document. To me, I'm a happy man as a chair lead, because I've seen for the first time members will be able to get in every ward at least 110 kilometers done within the ward, that is across Kitui County. This is one of the best budget since we came to this house. Mr. Speaker, the first budget which had many kilometers was only 70 kilometers, and they were never actualized because they were never done to completion. They came down to 40 later. But now we can I'll be putting the ministry to task to make sure that they commit the money to clear these kilometers. And I know Kitui County will be on another level. Two, on the also roads, as our member for Kwamutonga has asked, we have those wards which did not benefit from the money which were for maintenance levy, fuel levy. This money is, we have, I know in this budget, we have money to cater for the rest of the wards. So I know any ward which was not touched, this time around we will get this allocation, because they have already itemized every ward for now. So there is no need to worry. The last but not the least is also to appreciate the fact that I have seen we have touched few of the more fish areas whereby we have enjoyed now to get money for all ward offices within Kitui County. So also as a chair lead, I also say every member, every ward in Kitui County with this budget, we will make sure there is MCA office in every ward. And Mr. Speaker, I just stand there to support the budget. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sami. Honorable Erastus Musyoka, member for Endowment Landward, please take the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to this very important motion on budget. However, I had made a lot of notes regarding this budget, but because other members would wish to contribute, I wish to restrict myself to the directives that you have given. First, I wish to congratulate the Committee on Budget and Appropriations. I think you have done a good job. Having read this document, it seems that the time that you had, you did very thorough work, and you have brought very good document to us to consider. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I wish to thank our senator. Having looked at the CARA 2026, and then compared with the CARA 2025, 2024, 2022, 2023, I have seen an increment in terms of equitable share that we usually get from the national government. I think that one I have to say to thank the Senate. I hope the time you will be there, Mr. Speaker, you will work towards 20 billion.
Yes.
Increment, God willing.
Amen. I will be there and I'll do my best to push the envelope to 20 billion.
So I just wanted to congratulate the current senator, because having looked at what the budgets, the 4 budgets that we have passed, and now I think we have seen the increment in terms of allocation that Kitui usually get in terms of equitable share. Secondly, I wish also to thank this assembly. In terms of public participation, I think this one was super this time round. And more particularly, the visual public participation, because it gave an opportunity for very young men and women from this county who are digital to contribute fully to the budget making process in this county. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I wish to thank the department, the Ministry of Education. They have brought back the proposal to have the proper support program. I think, having looked at our literacy level statistics as a county, we need some monies to be pumped in the education sector, particularly assisting learning in the institutions. With that, I think we will have our county getting, the students getting some financial support, and that one will assist in terms of having the literacy level go up. Finally, Mr. Speaker, though I have two questions that I would ask clarification from the Chairperson, Committee on Budget and Appropriation, particularly the CAIFs, the County Aggregation and Industrial Park. I have seen that you have proposed, this assembly do approve 73.3 million shillings for that program. And I have looked from the previous budget. From our side, we were told that the national government will give 250 million, and then our county will do 250, because it was supposed to be 50%. Us, from our side, we were able to give 250 religiously. Why do we have to allocate 73.3 million Kenya shillings for CAIFs? Please, I need some clarification on that, so that I also get acquainted, because there might be some information that I'm lacking from my side. Finally, the issue, there are two. Finally, Mr. Speaker, sorry, members, I have seen the program for Zombe Mwitika, and I wish to give clarifications. The pipeline extension from Ngomano to Makongo, the one from Mwitika to Ngaka Yakwa, and then Ngaka Yakwa to Makongo. I wish to appreciate the honorable member from Zombe Mwitika because of that 23 million. But this honorable house, I wanted to inform them that that water needs to be distributed all along to Endau town. And from our side, we have a partner who has given us 30 million. That is World Vision. But he said that for us to get that water, it has the county government has to distribute it to Makongo. So I want to appreciate and request this honorable house, please do not change that money, because Makongo, Zombe Mwitika ward will benefit, and Endau Malani ward will benefit. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support the budget proposals as it has been presented by the honorable acting chair.
Honorable Mbuno, just for clarification, is that budget already in the report?
The report that I am yes. It has been given 23 million.
Okay. 23
million from Zombe, from Mwitika to Makongo.
So it's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. So I wanted the members
because there is no amendment which has been moved. It means it is part of the.
Thank you.
Budget. So you should be appreciating now the committee.
I appreciate the chairpersons, the committee on budget and appropriation, and the member for Zombe Mwitika ward, and I request the house we adopt the report as it has been presented to us by the committee. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support the budget proposals for 2026-2027 as presented by the honorable chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mbuno, for those comments. Let me allow Honorable Leader and then his deputy in that order before I proceed to Honorable Kalamba and then Cornelius. Minority Leader, please proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to say a very few, because I would like to have more energy and more time in the afternoon when we'll be debating on the appropriation bill, which is very key to our people of Kitui County. Nevertheless, since this is a motion that we are discussing the main budget for the financial year 26-27, allow me to say 2 or 3 things and then I'll wait for another time in the afternoon. Honorable Speaker, on matters ECD classes, and before that, I want to tell the people of Kitui County, because they are watching, this is one of the best budgets I have ever debated on the floor of the House since I was elected here. Is the MCA for Nguni Ward. In my own terms and my own view, is one of the best budgets that has been fully negotiated by both the County Assembly of Kitui and the Executive. And those who saw me when we were trying to negotiate this budget and maybe trying to have that opportunity to negotiate, there were a lot of political statements which were being made all over. But then after politics, we sit down and then we discuss on the way forward. And therefore, it is a product that I believe, in my own view, I participated fully in it. On the issues of the construction of 5 ECD classes per ward and 1 class from the Minister of Basic Education, I would like to tell the governor and the executive per se that yes, this is the executive priority and we support it. But again, at a future date, after adoption of the appropriation bill, I want to challenge the chairperson, the committee on budget and appropriation, so that we have a guideline on how these 5 ECD classes are going to be constructed in each ward. That guideline is very important because people would like to give their own views and so forth. Honorable Speaker, on the issues of roads, we acknowledge the work that the committee did to ensure that we have 100 kilometers for grading, where 20 goes for in-house grading, and 80 kilometers for contracted grading, and 10 kilometers for road opening. But in this case, when I listened to these honorable members, there was a very big view from the elected members, from nominated members, and the members of the public, that they also needed to have it a heavy grading. And because resources are scarce and they are never enough, we will tell the governor, yes, we will give you the budget for 110 kilometers. But again, if by any chance we receive money from KRB, let the executive factor to have heavy grading for our own roads. Finally, Honorable Speaker, is about the budget that we have given to the Minister of Health and Sanitation. Honorable Speaker, we are talking about 4.2 billion. In fact, if you look at all those ministries, the ministry that has received a huge chunk of money, Honorable Speaker, it is the Ministry for Health and Sanitation. And therefore, specifically on the point of operationalization of dispensaries, it is long overdue. From where I come from, we have renovated and constructed new dispensaries. And each honorable member here who is elected, they have dispensaries which have been constructed and they need to be operational, Mr. Speaker, like Mosovo, Diarumo, and so forth. Anybody can give it. So I want to challenge the minister to move with speed and to ensure that these dispensaries are fully operational. Honorable Speaker, again, I want to refer, and this is my final statement, I want to refer on Standing Order number 87-1, which talks about a statement of fact. Honorable Speaker, if I read this standing order, a member shall be responsible for the accuracy of any fact which the member alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. Honorable Speaker, one of my 2 friends, and I respect them very well, Honorable Kimanzi Mwange, who is MCA for Sekuru and a chairman for the Committee on Finance and Economic Planning. And I also heard about another information being given by my very super whip, who is also the MCA for Kawe Ward, who is also a very good friend of mine. Honorable Speaker, I feared on rising on a point of order when they were debating to tell them, you are talking about, yes, the county is now 1 billion club boy. We have joined 1 billion club boy in terms of on-source revenue collection. But I was wondering, where were they getting these facts? Because we wanted to have them fast. We go through them and then we are certain what they were trying to tell us on the floor of the House. Honorable Speaker, because they are my friends, when we move out of this chamber, I would like to have those facts in my office so that I may not rule them out of order and request you for them to give facts on what they were trying to tell us. From where I sit, I believe we have very poor revenue collection for the entire county, and something that all of us have been making noise at. The minister, where he's sitting, was smiling because he was watching live. Was smiling. Oh, 1 billion club. These people are clapping for me. But from where I sit, the minister, you're also doing very poor in terms of revenue collection and all sorts of revenues. Honorable Speaker, I support the report.
Honorable Mukwege would like to inform you before you finish your debate. Honorable Mukwege, what is your information?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to inform the Honorable Member from Guni that we have been in this House and we have just been seeing the other budgets. We have seen the records of or reports given about on-source revenue. And therefore, those members actually relied on the historical background which is given, which is on record. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mukwege. Honorable Jeremiah, are you properly informed? Though I agree with you, we are here to hit 1 billion. Our target was 1.3, but I think we collected around 800. So we are yet to be 1 billion strong. Honorable Gabriel, it's good we pass credible information to the public. Yes, yes. Let's proceed. Then we hear Honorable Gabriel.
I have a lot of respect to the Honorable Mukwege, who is also one of the youngest MCAs we have at the County Assembly of Kitui, as he alludes every time. But we cannot rely on his historical background. Facts are facts. In fact, we need to come and say this data is extracted from this place and this place, and of course from the Minister of Economic and Finance and Economic Planning, that this is where we are. As at yet, now as I speak right now, there is no information provided to us, and I want to challenge the chairman because he's the Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Gabriel, you wanted to clarify?
Honorable Speaker, I want to confirm that it's true that the revenue reached 1 billion. What happened is that the last part of last financial year, the revenue from hospitals was counted separately. So there was a revenue collection from the other ministries, apart from the Ministry of Health. And the Ministry of Health collected about 350 something million.
Since we are not sure, that's why Honorable Gabriel Jeremiah is saying that we get credible information, we get a report from the ministry, so that we are able to say exactly how much OSR we collected. But maybe Chair, Budget, Acting Chair, you want to clarify on that matter?
No, actually, Speaker, I'm rising for point of information. I wanted to answer Honorable Erastus Mbuno about the 70 million,
yes.
Which was 73 million, which was allocated. Yes. I hope he is ready to be informed.
Yes,
thank you. The minister allocated the 73 million, which is meant for installation of power system, transformer, and power distribution. Yeah, because the money which the county was giving 50, then the national giving 500 million. That is it was just for the structural work. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that information. Let's now listen to Honorable Katumbe, Deputy Minority Leader and the member for Kiangwitha East. Please proceed, and a member of the Committee on Budget. Please proceed, Honorable Katumbe Boniface.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to add my voice. Mr. Speaker, I support the budget, being a member, and also because, Mr. Speaker, the budget estimates for this financial year 2026-2027 as planned, Mr. Speaker, if can be implemented, can make our Kitui better. Mr. Speaker, one reason as I support is about Ministry of Laws, Public Works and Transport. Mr. Speaker, they have allocated funds for major roads repair. You know, Mr. Speaker, some of our wards needs concrete slabs. So they have allocated these funds for concrete slabs and also drips, because we have some rivers which needs drips to connect one area to another. In the Ministry of Laws, Mr. Speaker, also they have allocated funds for border training and the issue of smart driving licenses. If, Mr. Speaker, our border riders will be trained, we will avoid the risk of some being jailed because of driving motorcycles without driving licenses. So it will be helpful to our people who do border as a business. Mr. Speaker, because of the interest of time, there is this Governor's Cup. These funds allocated from Governor's Cup, 35 million. Mr. Speaker, as we are conducting public participation, our people requested to add more disciplines apart from a football tournament only. So, Mr. Speaker, if the Ministry of Culture, and I know our chair is here, who is able, they should come up with a policy where they should consider other disciplines, because we know not all people are talented in football. If we can consider them, for those who are talented in other disciplines, Mr. Speaker, our people will be happy. And Mr. Speaker, with those few, I will support our report.
Thank you. Committee on Culture, I hope you have heard, Chair. We can't just focus on football. We have volleyball. Actually, our people are so good in volleyball. Like where we come from in Sekuru and Mwange, we confirm that there, as we are volleyballers, most of us, it's Sekuru in Mumoni, Taraka, two sides of Mwingi, and also other parts of this county. So I think since we want to tap into talents of all our people, maybe since we have seen a budget for Governor's Cup this financial year, we can balance football and volleyball. I agree with you. I've actually received a letter from which I've forwarded to the Committee on Culture, Youth and Sports. The finals will be 21st to 23rd of August. So, Honorable Chair Culture, once we finish that particular tournament, now as we go to this current financial year, let's try to balance other disciplines. So thank you, Honorable Katumbe. Let's now move to Honorable Chair. You want to clarify before we go to Kalamba? Chair Kacha. Chair Kacha.
Thank you, Speaker, for giving me a chance to respond. That it's a good concern from the member from Changwithia East. However, we all know that resources are scarce. Last financial year, we had allocation of 30 million for the Governor's Cup. We have additional 5 million this financial year. I wish first we conclude the first edition, then see the pros, the cons of the edition, the first one. Then from there, we can build on it to include other disciplines, probably when we are making the next financial budget after this one. Thank you.
Thank you. Before Masako, let me hear Kalamba because she was first. Honorable Kalamba, Deputy Minority Whip. Then we can hear Masako, Jubilee Whip, then Mwamisi and Cornelius. Honorable Katola will finish. Because he's a member of the committee, I'm sure you can clarify on a few things. Thank you. Honorable Kalamba, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to add in my voice. First, I would like to appreciate the Committee on Budget for the well-structured budgets. Mr. Speaker, sir, with the budget we have already, I believe it's not just figures on papers. It's a contract with the people of Kitui. Mr. Speaker, the budget is a promise. Let's keep the promise. And most importantly, let us observe the speed delivery and the accountability to our people of Kitui. Yeah, Mr. Speaker, the people of Kitui are much wanting and they entrust us with their developments. Let us adjust our belts and go to work. In those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I support the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Minority Whip, Honorable Kalamba. Honorable Masako, David, Jubilee Whip, please proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to say something about the budget. I'll first appreciate the honorable members for the negotiation we did with the executive, because through those negotiations we have achieved, most, especially on the Minister of Roads, where honorable members are happy because the kilometers we are going to grade this financial year, they increased from 20 kilometers to 100. Then we appreciate for that. Honorable Speaker, I have a concern with the Minister of Trade, where they are saying an allocation of 20 million for the installation of solar security lights in 14 trade centers and markets. Honorable Speaker, when they leave it at that point is where they get it wrong, because they just got their favorite words. We wanted, if it was possible, to mention those, what the 14 trade centers they are talking about and markets. Honorable Speaker, again, on allocation of 22 million for the maintenance and repair of solar security lights. Honorable, and they say across the 4 wards. You know, when they say 4 wards, they just give the honorable members appetite, because when they say 4 wards, we are sure they are going to repair the lights in the 4 wards. But at the end of the day, they don't repair. Because if it's about repair, if it's Mutomo, they should mention we have 3 lights in Mutomo to repair, but they are just leaving it. And the same ministry with the environment. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable David Masaku Munyau. Honorable Katumbi, would like to inform our colleague? Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The issue raised by Honorable Member for Mutomo Kiboya Ward, Mr. Speaker, we met with the Minister for Trade at Mutomo, and we asked the same question, and she took us through the areas to be done those solar lights. So, Mr. Speaker, because I know the Honorable Member is also a member of Trade, I know when we go out, I will tell them the trading centers which will be installed with these solar lights.
Thank you. In fact, I wanted to request the Committee on Trade, which is chaired by Honorable Momisi, to follow up on this matter with the ministry. See, now after we pass the budget, the second part is budget implementation. So in ministries where the projects are not specified, I think the committees should engage the ministers to ensure that the projects are specified. So I think that is the committees should be active on budget implementation. So Honorable Masaku and the Committee on Trade, Tasker Momisi, and also the issue of environment, Honorable Mukoyo is there on those repairs. So let the Committee of Environment try to engage the ministry so that the projects are specific. So Masako, I hope that is clear. And also Honorable Katumba will be informing you when we finish this sitting. Let me allow Mwamisi, Majority Leader, I've seen you. Let me allow Mwamisi, since he was already aware that let me allow him, then I'll come to the Majority Leader. I'll proceed with the other members. Katola, Cornelius, I've seen also Kimoli. I hope those are the last members so that we finish. We need to publish this bill so that we come here at 12:45. So if we give you a chance, please, honorable members, strictly 1 minute. Honorable Mwamisi, Chair, Committee on Trade, and a member for Mother Ward.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for catching my eye. And I'll be extremely very brief. I'll just go to the point. Allow me first applaud the Committee of Budget and Appropriation led by the acting chair. And for that matter, Honorable Speaker, the acting chair was extremely very smart in a blue jacket. I noted that. Honorable Speaker, I'm also very happy because this budget is one of the budgets that we have consulted widely. And for the last almost 3 months, we've interrogated this budget. And therefore, as the other members have mentioned, Honorable Speaker, this budget carries the livelihoods of the people of Kitui County. It touches on all sectors, and especially roads, water, health, and the other key sectors that matter to the people of Kitui County. I'm also happy because the members of the Committee on Trade, Honorable Speaker, are very alert and they are very active because I wanted to respond to what Honorable Member for Mutomo asked, but Honorable Katumbi had already answered. Honorable Speaker, we will act as you've guided and request that we now we start focusing on implementation as you've guided, Honorable Speaker, because as I mentioned, this budget it's very weighty for the people of Kitui County, and it is our duty to make sure that it works. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me that short airtime. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Misi, Honorable Majority Leader. Arasal Maloki Mawia, member for Migwani. Please proceed. Leader of Government Business.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. I first want to appreciate the Budget Committee for tirelessly working on this report and bringing it to this House as we had agreed. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, I stand to support this motion as moved by the acting chair. And Honorable Speaker, from what I've heard from the members who have spoken before me, it is like all of us, we are in agreement that we pass this motion. However, Honorable Speaker, it is like you read my mind. I want to request the honorable members of this House, let us be very cautious, let us be very vigilant. This is not the first budget we are passing in this assembly. Yes, it may look as if it is the best budget we have ever had. Honorable Speaker, we have passed budgets here with several kilometers of roads, but during implementation, what we passed is not what is implemented. That is why I'm requesting all of us, let us be very vigilant and make sure that during budget implementation, we are all fully involved so that what we have passed is what has been achieved. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I also request this House to approve this motion so that we move to the next stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Majority Leader and Leader of Government Business. Let me now allow the Majority Whip, who is also a member of the Committee on Budget, to add his voice before we proceed. Honorable Boniface Mokwate Katola. You can see your Baba is doing a good job. Yesterday you were looking like... let me stop there. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, you know, I took my majority leader somewhere where my hair is made, and he was very happy. Mr. Speaker, I have raised to support the motion, and I support it of this budget. And Mr. Speaker, this has been one of the difficult budgets we've ever had. I first don't want to thank just one committee, but also the whole process. It started with the clerk, forwarded to analyst. He just highlighted some things which are not good. It came to your office, you advised. Mr. Speaker, we did many things until the time of negotiation. Every member involved, we went to sectorals, public participation. So this budget, I want to thank everybody for your participation, because the way it was and the way it is, it's a totally different thing. Mr. Speaker, after negotiating all that, the budget committee also wanted to negotiate further, but it reached somewhere. We saw it is not important and agreed that we move on so that we can have this document, we can appropriate this money for the people of Kitui, Mr. Speaker. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I would urge all the committees to follow up on the budget implementation, as you have said, because it is through budget committee where implementation can be done accordingly. Mr. Speaker, I have realized if I go alone and try to push for the implementation of this budget, according to the way devolution was made, a single member cannot follow up anything. Rather, the committees
The committees are the one to force the ministry to implement every development, Mr. Speaker, and also to check so that we may not be shortchanged. Sometimes they say they do this and we wait, nothing happens. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, about the roads. The way it came, it had fewer kilometers of grading. Though it is, we managed through your advisory and negotiation with our governor to reach 100 kilometers. Mr. Speaker, actually 110. Mr. Speaker, as for where I come from, it is well and it is good for the executive to note this, the Minister of Roads to note this. If we do allied grading, our people does not appreciate. As we continue in Supplementary 1, we expect the ministry to bring a budget supplementary which considers heavy grading, so that our people can be worked upon and are happy, because it is through that where everything, actually, Mr. Speaker, I have realized it's only on road that touches everybody, including a kid, including a parent, including teachers. The road touches everybody because we pass there going to our respective works, Mr. Speaker. So I support the budget in full, and mostly, Mr. Speaker, allow me on the side of the budget to thank them for understanding the negotiation which was done. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Katola. Indeed, I want to appreciate the Committee on the Budget. I know you really wanted to negotiate further, but in the spirit of respecting and honoring the resolutions of the joint consultative meeting between the Assembly and the Executive, the committee agreed that let's honor the resolution and honor the negotiated process, and I appreciate the committee led by the able chair. And as you have correctly said, in subsequent budgets, we can continue negotiating. And as I've also challenged the committee on finance chair, if we can get increased of OSR, perhaps we can take it there to roads for heavy grading and any other road projects. So let's try to push the Minister of Finance so that we can get more OSR, because I believe that is the only way we can get more money to be able to do development. So thank you, Honorable Mukwate. I know roads is a very pertinent matter, and as Honorable Jeremiah said, money will never be enough. It's just about prioritizing. So there will never be enough money for roads. There will never be enough money for health or for any department. So let's appreciate what we have now, and let's ensure full implementation of every budget. So thank you, Honorable Cornelius, Chair Committee of Implementation. You have a lot of work to do. That's why I've given you a chance towards the end of the debate so that you can say something. You have listened to the other colleagues. This budget should be fully implemented. So please take the floor, Honorable Cornelius, member for Moi Ward and the Chair Committee of Implementation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I rise for the sole purpose of looking at the implementation of the only last enforceable budget. So, Mr. Speaker, as it has been said by my predecessors, is that the committee's chairs of the sectoral committees will have a huge task to follow up on implementation of this budget. And so, Mr. Speaker, firstly, I would like to thank you and your office for guiding in the budget making, which has resorted to what has been agreed by many as a people-centered budget. Mr. Speaker, when history is finally written about this third assembly, probably, you may never know, that, Mr. Speaker, you'll go down in history as having guided the best budget, which is people-centered, in particular on the part of health and roads. Mr. Speaker, we know that the process of procurement always takes time. And in implementing the whole budget of 80 kilometers per ward being contracted and 20 being done by way of in-house execution, Mr. Speaker, I'll tell you that even the in-house has a procuring aspect in it, because the fuel has to be procured. One of the things that has been hindering our delivery of roads projects is the tedious way of getting all these things done. We have very few months left before we get to the rainy season. And so, Mr. Speaker, I would urge that once the budgeting process is done, then the concerned departments will go down, fast track the procuring processes of these services, so that we don't pass a very beautiful budget and in the end don't get it implemented well. So, Mr. Speaker, I support, and I also urge that and request your office to give my committee, the implementation committee, a way of getting involved, probably through the committee's recommendations from different sectoral committees, so that we follow step by step in the implementation of this beautiful budget. I support, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Before you finish, Honorable Leader, as a point of concern, is it with regards to his input? Thank you, Honorable Leader. Please proceed. What is your concern?
So, Speaker, I'm concerned that whenever I listen to this honorable member, who is a very good friend of mine and a neighbor, he seems to be very consistent, very knowledgeable, with very good ideas. But from records I was checking, since devolution, he is going to be the first chair to have not submitted any reports on the floor of the House as a chairperson to the Committee on Implementation. No reports for a whole term of 5 years. I'm very much concerned.
Thank you very much.
The Speaker, the other information sleeping here is very devastating.
Yes.
The whip is telling me he was also a good friend of ours who refused handing over for an office, but just yesterday he just handed over after completion. You don't know what happened along the way. Using a project, and then after the end of it, submit again to the public for the use.
Thank you. That's let's ignore the second concern. Let's go to the let's go to the first concern on. Let me correct you, Leader. Honorable Cornelius was first chair committee of delegated county legislation, and he actually worked on the sand policy. It is his committee which came up with the sand policy. He just became the chair of implementation committee the other day. So let me defend him, because, but maybe Honorable Cornelius, you can also defend yourself. On the second concern, you can say anything you want to say, but no, you're a politician, you know how to handle that situation. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to inform the newly elected minority leader, because he's as new as I am in the chair of implementation, that that I've not been chair of implementation for 5 years. That's number one. And he needs to go back to check the records. And as you correctly put it, Mr. Speaker, I was the chair of delegated county legislation, and I worked on a sand policy, which today is one of the policies that Kitui brags about. This Kitui has not bragged about the leadership of the majority party or the minority party. So, Mr. Speaker,
thank you.
On that one, I think the honourable member for Nguni, who is also
be
my
very
friend.
careful as you mention the two offices, because they can deal with you. You know, the office of the majority leader gave you that seat. So
Yes.
So you,
but I
so
just
you
wanted
need to be very careful as you.
I am very careful. Actually,
Yes.
I want to center my sentiments directed to the minority leadership that let's not be non-factual.
Thank you.
I don't think he had checked his facts well.
Members, we have to finish.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
We need to, we need to publish this bill. We need to publish the bill. What is your point of information, Honorable Sami? We need to have to finish now, actually.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I know this is a house of order, and I don't think it is very much in order when the chair brags that he brought the Sandy policy. I was the acting chair on the delegation, on the delegated where he was the chair, because he was nowhere to be found. And personally, I tabled the motion on the policy. So I don't know whether he's aware that when he was chair for delegated, that I became the acting chair. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just giving him information. Thank you.
We may have to rest that point of argument, but just to also agree with the minority leader that there's what we call perpetuity of office. The chair committee of implementation, the office of the chair of the committee of implementation committee, the office, not you, Cornelius, that office has failed this house because the committee of implementation has never brought any report to this house. Honorable Leader is very right. When you assume an office, like myself, I am the speaker. If there were failures by my predecessor, I own them. So you can't defend yourself, Cornelius. Your office of the chair of the committee of implementation has failed this house. So please take up that matter with your committee members. Not you, but the office. The office has failed this house. So I'm sure you know what I mean. The other matters of Mwingi Central, you can deal with them later. Let's proceed to Honorable Kemoli and Charity. Then we finish. Honorable Kemoli, please. Member for Kanziku Ward, please. And member of the Committee on Budget.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support, and I support. I urge members to look more on Ministry of Lead. Actually, we have, in the Kitui County, we have 10 ministries. And among the 10 ministries, we have 3 ministries which are very key to our people. If I may say, I may call the ministries mother of all ministries. The Ministry for Water, the Ministry for Health, and the Ministry for Lead. They are, if I may say, they are the biggest ministries in the county. In terms of allocation, the Ministry for Lead is underfunded. I urge the members to push for more funding, for more allocations when it reaches that time in the near future, in other budgets, that we can accommodate most of our roads, most of our untripped, so that our people can access our roads easily. And so, saying that when it comes in matter of transport, it's the backbone of our economy. So let us focus more on our roads in near budgets. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Kemoli. Honorable Charity, I believe you are the last. As you take your that space, I want to really apologize to you that there's a bill which is pending, the PWD bill. So Honorable Kalenga, the acting chair, that matter is before your committee because it's a money bill. Please fast track that bill so that maybe you can see some fruits in supplementary budget 1 with regards to PWD matters. Please, Honorable Charity, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for considering that bill to be brought in this house. First, I want to thank the committee, budget committee, for what they did to bring the budget in the House. And I also want to support what Honorable Boniface Mwandu Katumbi has said on making the Governor's Cup inclusive, because in Kitui County, we have 2 teams from Mwingi and Kitui Town who are doing sitting volleyball, and they are participating. You saw them when they were participating in during Mashujaa Day. So if we can include other sports, maybe we can be inclusive in one way or another. Also, during public participation, most of the people who are enabled differently were saying the budget that was there for assistive devices of 80 million was not enough. And it was witnessed when they were distributing the assistive devices here in town. Many people came from the 40 wards and they did not receive the assistive devices because they were not enough. So I requested the budget committee during supplementary 1, at least they add 4 million to what is there, 8 million, so that we can give assistive devices to many people. In those few remarks, I support the budget the way it is. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Charity. Members, I have tried to give most of you a chance to debate. So let's now proceed, and let me put the question on the motion on adoption of the report by the County Budget and Appropriations Committee on consideration of the Kitui County budget estimates for the financial year 2026/2027. Motion moved by the acting chairperson, County Budget and Appropriations Committee, Honorable Jacqueline Kate Kalenga, and seconded by the member of the committee, Honorable Zacchaeus Evoda Siengo, that pursuant to the provisions of Section 131, subsection 1 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, is read together with standing orders number 186, 3B, and 206 of the County Assembly of Kitui. This Assembly hereby adopts the report by the County Budget and Appropriations Committee on consideration of the Kitui County budget estimates for the financial year 2026/2027, laid on the table of the Assembly on Tuesday, 28th July 2026. To members, the report of the Committee on Budget is read by the Chair, where the committee requests this House to resolve as follows: that A, the House adopts this report; B, the proposed amendments to the Kitui County budget estimates for the financial year 2026/2027 as contained in this report be adopted; and C, the recommended budget summary in Annexure 11 above becomes the basis for the appropriation bill. Honorable members, as many of these opinions say aye, and as many of the contrary opinions say nay, the ayes have it. Members, allow me to congratulate you in particular for a job well done in considering one of the best budgets for Kitui County. The people of Kitui County indeed are lucky to have you, colleagues, because you are always focused on the ensuring that the best interests of our people are catered for. So I appreciate you, colleagues. It was not easy. We were supposed to consider this budget a long time ago, by the 3rd of June, and now today is 29th of July. So almost 1 month late, but there was a good reason for it. There was a good reason for it, and I'm sure you have seen in the budget the good reason for that slight delay. We're not the only county which is considering their budget this late. I think you saw Nairobi County, they passed theirs yesterday, and other counties are actually yet to pass theirs. I don't know whether Machakos have even done public participation. Not yet. So the last budget is usually a tough one. And I must also appreciate the governor and the county executive because they accepted to allow a structured negotiation between the county assembly and the county executive, which has led to this result. Indeed, I engaged the governor on your behalf. We agreed on a few things. We met in Imotomo. We engaged the Minister of Finance. I must appreciate him as well, because he has been able to advise the governor and the county executive on the critical issues which members were raising. That's why you have seen in the annexures there are two memorandums which was submitted by the minister with regards to this budget. So we appreciate Waziri Peter Moyeki Kilonzo for the job well done, and we appreciate the committee for engaging the minister in further negotiations. And just as Katula said, the committee was trying to engage him further for further negotiation, but I think we had reached the elastic limit of the negotiations, and we should appreciate. To be honest, the people have gained a lot from this budget. So we need to appreciate the budget. Those members who may not be fully satisfied about the budget, in the spirit of democracy, where the majority have their way and the minority have their say, it's good that we now, since it's a house resolution, let's now all of us own this budget and ensure that we fully implement it. So I'm calling upon you members, all the committees, please let's try to ensure full implementation of this budget. And negotiation does not end now, it continues. We have supplementary budget 1 coming, we have supplementary budget 2, we have main budget estimates, every step. And I want to call upon the county executive, the same way we did with this main budget. I want to request the governor to do the same with subsequent budgets. Before supplementary budget 1 is brought to this floor, it will be good for us to engage the county executive and negotiate in advance to avoid a replica of what happened, where they submit the proposals, we have to return them to them, and you know, the delay was too much. Members, we have no time. If you look at our notice board, now we are left with exactly 1 year and 12 days. So we have no time to waste. Every minute counts, every second counts. And above all, every coin counts to our people. Every project we do now, Mheshimiwa Mbuna, as you have said, every project counts. And my desire is for this government, this regime, to be one of the best. One thing, members, about myself, I've never been number 2 to anyone. I like being number 1. So please, let's support each other so that we are number 1. You know, and all of us here are A students. And I know with the teamwork, with the cooperation, even our governor, one of the best governors, well-educated, ranking governor, very experienced. It is good that with the unity, Kitui County government can be ranked number 1 county government in Kenya. And I know that will happen with the teamwork, with the cooperation between county assembly and the county executive. So members, I want to appreciate you. I want to congratulate you. I want to really applaud you and wish you well. Wish you well. I know it is time for campaigns, but I can see most of you are here. It's good that we focus on the primary duty. Luke 16 verse 10. The Bible says that if you are faithful, the what little God has given you, even if you are given much, you'll be faithful. But if you are unfaithful with what little you have been given, it means you'll be what? You'll still be unfaithful if you are given much. And you know, it's good that we are faithful so that God can give us much. So please, members, let's come to work. Committee on Budget, Honorable Kalenga, have seen that it was full house in your committee. Though I've not seen some 2 members, I don't know where they are, Honorable Dagara and Honorable Sylvester. I expect them to be here, unless you have apologies, or maybe they have some dissenting voices on the budget. I was expecting them to be here. Full house. That's how committees should work, you know, and also other members who are not here. I was expecting 60 MCAs here because I've not received any report of any member who is unwell. All MCAs are well. So, Majority Leader, please take charge of your team. And the Minority Leader, we have some members from your team who are not here. And they rarely come by. They don't know where they went. So check on that matter. Jubilee, I think Mheshimiwa Masaku, you are doing well. All the Jubilee members are here. Immaculate, and Kimoli. Thank you very much. UDA, Malinga. There's one member. You need to check on him. I'm sure you know who is that member. Honorable Musyoka Mbita, the last time I checked, I appointed you as my whip for independence. So there are some independent colleagues and small parties who are rarely here. So please assist me. We need to come to work. We need to come to work. You want to be re-elected and you're not respecting the work you've been given. You want to be renominated and you're not respecting the work you've been given. Members, we need to come to work. Mheshimiwa Mbuno, help me talk to other colleagues. Let's come to work. Especially young MCAs, you are young. What will happen if you're not re-elected because you fail to respect the work which God has given you? So members in other sittings of this house, come here. Even if you have a dissenting voice, come and raise it here on this floor. That is the spirit of democracy. So please, colleagues, I want to really appreciate you. I want to really applaud you. I want to wish you well in your political careers. Otherwise, may God bless you all. May God bless us all. May God bless County Assembly of Kitui, County Government of Kitui, Office of the Clerk. Thank you very much, the technical team. It was not that easy. We must appreciate the work of the technical team, and I believe that teamwork between the members of service and the honorable members is what has led us to be where we are today. Otherwise, as the leader of this house, I'm very happy to have presided over a very good budget for our people. Thank you very much, and may God bless us. Asanteni. So, acting clerk, follow up with the Minister for Finance to have the bill published so that at 12:45 we do first reading, at 2:30 we finish the appropriation bill, so that by tomorrow we have a law and start implementing it, because that is the way to go if you want to ensure that we fast track development to our people. Asanteni. All right, members, let's proceed. Clerk, next order.
Order number 9, motion on additional county assembly sitting. Leader of the majority party.
Thank you, Majority Leader, Honorable Wilson Maloki Mawia, MCA Migwani. Please proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I seek leave to move a motion on additional county assembly sitting that pursuant to the provisions of standing order number 27(3)B of the County Assembly of Kitui, this assembly hereby resolves to hold an additional sitting today, Wednesday, 29th July 2026 at 12:45 p.m. This is to allow the House to consider the Kitui County Appropriation Bill 2026, C/Assembly Bill number 4 of 2026. Mr. Speaker, sir, I think you have made it very clear that we need an additional sitting because we have an appropriation bill which will be brought before us. So we need this extra sitting so that we can execute it. And I urge the honorable members of this House to support this motion so that we have that additional sitting. And with those few remarks, I beg to move this motion and request the minority leader, the MCA from Nguni, Honorable Jeremiah Mutua, to second this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Minority Leader, please proceed. You may use that microphone because these are very serious motion. When I see the two leaders consulting on a particular motion, I'm usually very happy. So please, that microphone is rightfully yours. Please proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I am here to second the motion for creation of an additional sitting. And as my colleague and my counterpart, the MCA for Migwani and the Majority Leader, we are creating this additional sitting to ensure that we consider the matters budget. Therefore, request the honorable members that today is our day, and today is the day that the people of Kitui County are waiting for us to give them a budget which is going to offer solutions for the next one financial year. Honorable Speaker, what sometimes worries me is that when we are having negotiation, and especially, Honorable Speaker, when a budget is now taken to the office of the Speaker or the clerk, and again is committed to the Committee on Budget and Appropriation, there is always a lot of noise from quarters which are created by some of us. And those people, they purport to be very serious on this matter, and especially when we are dealing with the matters budget. They're the ones who ever does a lot of pressure, Honorable Speaker, that pass this, even without looking into the document, what is written to Honorable Speaker. They are the same people, Honorable Speaker, that goes even to the public, funerals, Arabis, and the political rallies, Honorable Speaker, to tarnish the good name of this County Assembly of Kitui. But when the real time now comes, when the budget now is on the floor of the House, where members are required to debate and give their insights, those people are ever absent in the Assembly chambers, Honorable Speaker. Because we are live, Honorable Speaker. The people of Kitui County can even check on their MCAs whether they are here. Most of these people pressurize and tarnish the name of this Honorable House, Honorable Speaker, during the budget making. They are ever absent when we are debating this very key document. I am speaking this, Honorable Speaker, as a leader of this House, that going forward, Honorable Speaker, and I know in the afternoon, we will be debating here matters appropriation bill. Let those honorable members come here, debate, and share the views and the insights as matter of this budget. It is a cordial call, Honorable Speaker, that I want to ask. And that should be the behavior and the character going forward. If at all we are representing our people effectively, here in the chambers, budgets are never made at the public forum, Honorable Speaker. But here at the chamber, we discuss and we give our views. Honorable Speaker, I second this motion and ask honorable members that we be available today so that we transact this very key business that is going to transform the lives of our people.
You have not seconded?
Honorable Speaker, I did. Honorable Speaker, I second the motion.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minority Leader. Honorable members, allow me to propose the motion on additional county assembly seating. Motion moved by the leader of majority party, Honorable Harrison Maloki Mawia, and seconded by the leader of minority party, Honorable Jeremiah Muse Mutua, that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 27.3b of the County Assembly of Kitui, this assembly hereby resolves to hold an additional sitting today, Wednesday, 29th July 2026 at 12:45 p.m. This to allow the House to consider the Kitui County Appropriation Bill 2026 to bracket C/Stroke Assembly Bill number 4 of 2026. Now, members, the floor is open for any debate before I put the question. Honorable Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Dr. Erastus Musyoka Mbuno, one of the very active members of this House and the member for Endau, and I wish you re-election, my brother. You deserve to be re-elected. You've been fighting for Endau Malani people very well. Please proceed.
Thank you for kind words that you have put unto me, sir. Thank you also for the opportunity to speak. I wish to join my leader of majority in support of the motion to have an additional sitting so that we can give service to Kitui people. I believe Kitui people, now they can see this assembly is here assembled, doing what they are supposed to do, or what the assembly is supposed to do for them. And this is why the leader of majority has asked us to support the motion of creation of an additional sitting. And I believe it's worthy us supporting that motion so that we can have that very additional sitting. We deliberate, we discuss issues Kitui County. With that, Mr. Speaker, I think I have learned that with the proper communication, with the proper negotiation, things run smoothly. I wish every one of us would embrace that. we can be able to talk, we can be able to negotiate even ourselves and with our electorates. With what you have said, if we go and talk properly with the current budget, if fully implemented, we talk to them, we tell them this is what we have been able to achieve for the last 5 years, we can be able to get back here and continue serving them. And those who wish to go further, they can also get time to go and get elected elsewhere. Finally, I have an issue with the Mheshimiwa for Mutomo. I think he has been very discriminative. Mutomo Ward. The reason why I'm saying that, Mr. Speaker, is because when our acting chair for budget was presenting here, he said he requested you, sir, for him to be supplied, for her to be supplied with a cup of tea, which was fairly good. But I was wondering, my former chair has been doing that one for the last 3 years, and he has never seen that. Why this discrimination, sir?
Are you speaking on behalf of the former chair? Thank you. It was a good humor. Honorable Majority Whip, please proceed. I can see today you're trying your best to whip members in, because that is your work as the Majority Whip. But still there are some perennial absentees, and I've never seen you take action on them. So you have a lot of work to do. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I support the motion on addition of the sitting, bearing in mind that one, I am the government Majority Whip, so I should support. And also the motion was moved by majority, who is happens to be my boss, Mr. Speaker. And all those whom we lead should follow the sort of supporting the motion. Again, Mr. Speaker, on what you have just commented on absentees, Mr. Speaker, we will sit down as a majority leadership and discuss, because this thing is tarnishing this house. Because, Mr. Speaker, when we go out there, as minority has said, you see those people who do not attend this house, you see them outside there trying to tarnish the names of those people who work in this assembly, which is not fair. So if you decide to stay there, although we will discuss and have a resolution on it, you stay there forever, because it is not fair. You tarnish the name of those who work in this assembly. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I want to assure you that I'm doing my work as a whip, and I will continue doing my work. I will mobilize members to come, and if any member fails to attend this house, Mr. Speaker, a letter will be forwarded into your office for the disciplinary, because it is not fair. They need to be here. They need to be here. Those who purport to be the unpaid majority leadership, they need to be here. They need to be seen working for their people. Because, Mr. Speaker, right now, if I ask, this report, Mr. Speaker, is a report which should appropriate money for this financial year. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask, what will the member for township tell the people of township? What is in this budget? What is the member of my neighbor, Mark Dingo, tell his people? What will the member for the other side, Chuso, and the others who are not here tell people what they passed? Because this financial year, if the executive implements the project, we go there and say, we appropriated this money. Will they be partakers of those credits that the government is working, and yet they were not there when we were passing the budget? It is not fair. It is not fair, Mr. Speaker. So we will take the action, I assure you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm happy that you are very serious on that matter, because it is, as you have said, it is not fair to the members who are always here, working for the government. Because what we are doing here, we are working for the government of Kitui County. That's what we are doing. But some people are out there, doing their own personal things, and they want to be re-elected. Sometimes I wonder. And the people are watching, by the way, the members who are serious with their work. So thank you. Member for Mwingi Central Ward and ranking member, thank you very much. We are always present to represent our people. Keep it up. Mwingi Central Ward are lucky to have you, and I know you'll be re-elected because I know you work very hard for your people. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And thank you once more for those kind words. It is my wish and prayer that I be re-elected. That is why I'm always available, to an extent that yesterday we left here at around 5:30 with Mheshimiwa Sami Kivou. We went to Mwingi, and by 2:30 a.m. we were here.
2:30 or 8:30?
8:30, sorry. 8:30 a.m. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the motion moved by majority leader because it is our obligation to do this work, which we requested our people to give us. Mr. Speaker, I want to steal from what you have said, that people are watching. People are watching. In fact, I have followed our assembly website, and somebody has commented that Honorable Bernard Sila is available. Is available in the chamber. How I wish, since those people are following, they should note very clear that there are members who are not here, and we don't know where they are, and they have not been here when we are executing serious business like the one we are executing today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Bernard Mwangangi, Honorable Judith Wanza, member for Norwood, and also a member of the Budget Committee. You'll be the last one to comment so that we can proceed, because I know the Committee on Budget has a lot of work to do. So thank you, Mheshimiwa, and I also appreciate you for your hard work and your active participation in this house. I wish you well as well. I know people chose the best, and you are the best, and you'll be again come to this house. Please proceed.
Asante Bwana Spika, nimesimama kuunga mkono na kusema kwamba ni vizuri tuongezee wakati wa kufanya kazi. Kile ninachoomba kwa wenzangu, wale tulichaguliwa ama tulikuwa nominated kuja kufanya kazi, wacha tufanyie watu wetu kazi. Sababu hata kwa bidii yetu Mungu huwa anaona ile kazi tunafanyia wananchi, sababu kuwafanyia wananchi kazi ni kufanyia Mwenyezi Mungu kazi. Kwa hivyo sisi wote tuungane, tusije tukajalishwa na wale wenye hawapo. Wakati wa kuzawadiwa pia Mungu naye ataangalia ni nani alijitoa kufanya kazi. Unajua unaweza haribu jina la mtu na chenye si ukweli, ila yako inaweza kuharibiwa na ule ukweli. Kwa hivyo hata Mwenyezi Mungu mwenyewe anaona, governor mwenyewe anaona, na hata wale wengine wanaelewa. Usije kaangalia ya mwenzako, we zingatia yale yako. Siku inakaribia, sababu tunaelekea wakati wa mwisho. Ni nyakati za mbio mbio kumalizia kwenda kuuliza kiti tena. Ukienda kule utajua utasema nini. Sisi tunataka kuwa katika bunge na tunataka kumaliza huu mjadala wote tukiwa pamoja. Hata saa 8 tunakuhakikishia Mr. Speaker tutakuwa hapa na tutafanya kazi. Vile tulikuwa kule Nairobi hatukulala watu wa budget committee. Tulikuwa natoka kama kitu saa 5. Mambo mengine yanataka kujitoa. Na kama umechaguliwa kuwafanyia wananchi kazi, fanya kazi bila kuuliza mwenzako yu wapi. Asante Bwana Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, members. We need to proceed. Yes, Honorable Deputy Minority Leader, you want to say something? But we know we have a sitting at 12:45, so we need to go have quick lunch and come back. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mine was just a concern because I have a respect with the two honorable members here. One honorable member for Norwood, Honorable Judy, was the only lady who was elected in this Kitui County, and also the honorable member, Honorable Kabilisi, who is also my sister in our clan. Mr. Speaker, I wanted to seek guidance from you whether they are properly dressed, Mr. Speaker, because because Mr. Speaker, when I look at them, with all due respect, I wanted to seek your clarification whether they are properly addressed, wearing this in quotes, Kikoi, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Katumbe, for your concern. Since we all know it is July and it is cold, and I can see members are trying to keep warm, including my sister, Honorable Grace Molandi. I think from where I sit, the members are okay. The interest of weather. I don't know whether you saw Honorable Mange is wearing a sweater inside his coat because it is very cold. You some of us who come from, and I quote Ngura, are not used to cold weather because it is always very hot there. So let's make progress. But that's a good concern. But members, also as you also dress for the weather, try to also not avoid carrying blankets, because you may end up sleeping. So I think the two members have taken note of that. So thank you, members. Honorable Priscilla, you want to say something? Yes, we need to wind up, please, members.
Yeah,
I
thank
know
you.
everybody has something to say. We are all politicians. We always like talking.
Yeah,
We
thank
need
you,
to make
Honorable.
progress.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I've standing because I've been mentioned by my brother and my neighbor, Honorable Katumbi. Honorable Katumbi, we are properly dressed. In fact, I'm in a suit which is very expensive, and I only tried to, because of the weather, that's why I'm in Kikoi, so that I don't get pneumonia. I don't want to go to the hospital because I'm coughing like Honorable Mwange. I just want to be healthy for this budget.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Judith, you want to say something? We need to wind up, please.
Bwana Spika, sijui mwenzetu hapa kinachomwasha nini haswa. Labda yeye pia haja azoea mavazi. Sioni kama yana ubaya wote tukilinganisha na weather vile iko. Kwa hivyo inaitwa fulana, huenda ikawa hajui. Asante.
Thank you. Honorable Katumbe, thank you for your concern. It's a very good concern. Members, as you also try to dress for the weather, let's also be considerate that this is a formal sitting of the House. Yes. So, Honorable Judy and Priscilla, as much as I have defended you, when we come back in the next sittings, don't dress that way. Our speaker's rules do not allow the Vikois in the House, in the chamber. Otherwise, I would have ruled you out of order and I would have kicked you out. But because you did it in good faith to keep warm, we excuse you. But in our next sitting, please dress properly. Thank you very much. Members, let me now put the question on the motion on additional county assembly seating. Motion moved by the Leader Majority Party, Honorable Harrison Maloki Mawea, and seconded by the Minority Leader, Honorable Jeremiah Musa Mutua, that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 27.3b of the County Assembly of Kitui, this Assembly hereby resolves to hold an additional sitting today, Wednesday, 29th July 2026 at 12:45 p.m. This is to allow the House to consider the Kitui County Appropriation Bill 2026 into bracket C/Assembly Bill number 4 of 2026. Honorable members, as many of these opinions say aye, and as many of the contrary opinions say nay, the ayes have it. So members, before we adjourn, I want to appreciate you. Indeed, you have really been very passionate about serving our people on this budget making process, and I really I appreciate you, members. Office of the Clerk, please liaise with the Minister of Finance. Let's have the bill published. Let's have our sitting at 12:45 p.m. We create an additional sitting. We do first reading. We sit at 2:30. We finish with this business because our people are waiting for development projects and programs, because that is what we were elected to come here and do. Those members, I think, riding on what Honorable Katula and Minority Leader Jeremiah have said, let's talk to our colleagues who are not here Because the ones who are here, you know, you are doing a good job. And those who are not here, let's talk to them. Let's come back to work. Let's come. Those who are busy pretending they are campaigning to be re-elected, you don't even respect God. Because you're supposed to be here. If you respect God, and most of you here are Christians and Muslims, you are spiritual, you are religious, and you are going to pray to be given another chance to come back here, and you're not respecting the work given to you. So let's pray for them. To be honest, I sympathize with some colleagues who think coming to work is a favor they are doing to anybody. You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here to work. To work. Otherwise, God will give this chance to another person. Yes. So please, let's come to work. Let's talk to our colleagues to come to work. Between now and the time we go for Sinadai, I expect you to be active. Actually, we only have how many months to work? It's not even 12. It's around 8. Or even less. If you remove the August recess, remove December recess, you know, around approximately 8 months. Just say 8 months to work. Then you're going to go on a campaign if you want to campaign. But if you have not respected God by coming to work, then why should you go out there and pray for God to give you another chance? You know, faith without action is dead. So the action is by respecting the work which God has given you. Those members, thank you very much. Let's all come for the 12:45 sitting and then come for the 2:30 p.m. sitting. We have a meeting of the House Business Committee at 1 p.m. Members of House Business, please. Let's come for that sitting. Actually, let's say, because we have a 12:45 p.m. sitting, let's have House Business at 1:30. So we have House Business Committee at 1:30, so that we can do the 12:45 p.m. sitting. Then 2:30 p.m. sitting. After the 2:30 p.m. sitting, members have communicated. I don't know that the DS has done that communication to the other members. We have a Kamukunji after the rise of the afternoon sitting. Has he done so? We've talked to the Deputy Speaker. He's always out there. He needs to come back to work. I sent you to him. Let him come back to work. Yes, let him come back to work. But anyway, assist me now, because I posted in our group for the House leadership. Please pass the message to the other members so that we can meet and discuss. There are some discussion we need to have so that we can start immediately working on budget implementation. In fact, there's a program I want to approve from tomorrow, you know. So let's meet first and then agree. We need to start working. Committees should start working. Yeah, so, but we shall discuss further at the House Business Committee sitting about the program which I want to approve for tomorrow up to the weekend. So members, let's come back, let's come to work. Let's work for our people. And I believe God will bless the work of our hands. As the scripture says in Deuteronomy 28 verse 10, if you work, God will bless the work of your hands. Those members, let's now be upstanding so that we adjourn the House. Honorable members, this House is adjourned and we shall resume our sitting today at 12:45 p.m. Thank you very much.